Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about special housing unit and particularly how I would run it if I was coming to shift today. I would start the day off in probably a shift briefing, finding out what happened throughout the day on the compound. Once we leave the shift briefing, I'm going to go to my dormitory, my special housing unit. And if I'm the sergeant, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to make sure the keys, the equipment, everything that's supposed to be there is there. And I'm not going to take my time. I'm going to get it done as soon as I can. Because what I need to do is, I need to get my equipment on and go ahead and do the first round. While I'm out there doing the first round, let them give the other members of your team a little briefing on what happened in the building throughout the day. And while you're out there making your rounds, you're going out there, let's say we're day shift. We're going to use the example of day shift. I'm going to make the first round and we're getting ready for administration hours, and I'm on days. I'm going to make my first round looking in every cell. I'm going to make sure the bunks are made like they're supposed to. They don't have anything covering their windows. They don't have anything covering their lights. It's very crucial. If the windows are covered and the lights are out, how are you doing a security check? How do you know you got a living, breathing body in this building, in that cell? If they got the window covered up, there's no way you can see exactly what that inmate's doing. They are to take it down. Take down anything that's not supposed to be on their wall. Their beds are made. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the first round out. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to do a mental count also. I want to know how many people is in my building. Do I have an out count? Is anybody out by permission? Where is everybody at? Is everybody accounted for in this building? I want my numbers to match whatever board you may have in that housing unit. So I done made my rounds, went back, got the briefing. Does it match what they're saying, what you saw? Did you see exactly how that building was when you made your first round? Make sure the building is orderly the way you want it on that first round. After that, you want to make sure that your staff is doing their rounds like they're supposed to. If you're supposed to be doing 30-minute checks, make sure everybody's doing their 30-minute check. We are going to walk by every cell, look in there, and once again, we're going to look for that living, breathing body. Throughout the day, we're going to make sure everything is safe and secure. Make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be. Every inmate in a special housing unit has particular things they're supposed to have, and we're going to make sure they have them. You're going to make sure they have a toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, soap. This is important for them to have. They're supposed to have it, and it should be important to you to make sure they have it. Why is it important to you? I'll tell you why. When you're pulling that inmate out and you're restraining them, you don't want them breathing no nasty breath on you. So why not give them a toothbrush and toothpaste? We will make sure they wipe their butts. That's why you're going to give them toilet paper. Make sure they're wiping their butts. Soaps, when they get done using the bathroom, you want to make sure they can wash their hands. Why not give them the stuff they need? It's for your benefit and the inmate's benefit. It's more for you than them. You don't want to be toting around, dragging around a nasty old inmate. The other thing you need to do is, if you promise to do something, promise to get them something that they're supposed to have, make sure you give them what you said. Don't say something and not do what you say. Be a man of your word. That's very important. As we're going through the day, we're going to do our rounds, and now it comes lunchtime. We're going to feed chow. One of the biggest things I see wrong with feeding chow in a special housing unit is the officer lets the inmate sell a tray to another cell. I don't have time, and your officer should not have time either, to be selling trays to other cells. How do you keep track of their diet? They are supposed to get one tray with a drink. Give them the tray of their diet they're supposed to have. If it's a regular tray, give them a regular diet. If they are on a special religious diet, they are to get that. Don't go back and forth swapping trays. That slows down the feeding of chow. You want to make sure the chow gets served like it should. If food cart comes in, take that food cart and get it in the building. Go ahead and get things started. and get it ready to go. Don't let it sit around unless you got an absolute emergency. There's no excuse not to go ahead and feed child. Okay? We're going to make sure that everybody has what they need, like I stated. The other thing that you want to do is make sure you and your officers are not passing things from one cell to another. Next thing you know, the inmates will be working you. Don't let the inmates work you. Work smart, not harder. If they ask for something like ibuprofen, medication or something, say, all right, I got you. Put them on a list. When you make your next round, drop the ibuprofen off, none aspirin, whatever that you're supposed to be dropping off, do it on the next round. Give it to them on the next round. If an inmate asks for a psychological emergency, call mental health. Get them down there. Pull him. Have a mental health conference. Go ahead and get that out of the way so they don't get disruptive. Keep it smooth rolling. Most time when they call mental health, it's just bull crap. Because they're mad because you took the coloring crayons away. I don't know. Took the coloring books. Get them to mental health. It don't cost you nothing. Just pull them and have them seen. Same thing for medical. If they have a medical emergency, if it's not legit, I know in my state, if it's not legit, I tell the nurse, hey, charge them a copay. $5 every time I pull you out. Take money out of their pocket. That's how you do it. But if they ask for medical, psychological emergency, get it to them. We're paid to do it. And we don't know if it's legit or not. Let the medical professional decide if it's important or a legit issue. It may be a real legit issue. Let's go ahead and take care of it. You got someone disorderly knocking, banging down the doors, make sure you get your supervisors involved. Let's take care of it. Let's get rid of the knocking and banging. Let's get everything back to orderly. Get them what they need to be doing. Throughout the days, you're going to be put, you don't want the inmates to be working you because you got a lot of things that goes on in a special housing unit. As I stated, you got to make your 30-minute check. You got to feed child. You're going to be pulling for medical emergencies, emergency psych issues. And in the middle of that, you also got the normal routine in a special housing unit. Special housing unit, you're going to have mental health. They're going to have mental health group. They're going to have mental health individual, one-on-ones. You're also going to have sick call. You're going to have doctor's call. You don't know if you have to pull the inmate and take them across the compound to go see the dentist. All this stuff is going on in this housing unit. You stay very busy. And it's very, it could be a very stressful position. Now, if you don't have a normal routine, it would make it even more stressful. If they don't know the rules, you want to make sure the inmates knows the rules of the housing unit. If they don't know the rules, or you don't know the rules, you cannot have a smooth rolling confinement unit. You want them to know the rules. You want to enforce the rules to keep everything orderly. Those rules are very important. As you go through the day, you're going to have getting ready for the end of shift. You're going to brief the next shift what's going on. Let them know what happened in the past. Don't give them no surprises. Like I said, the other big thing is too, if it's cell cleanup day, give them caustics. Give them that little broom, little mop, whatever, however y'all do cell cleanup, let them clean the cell up. Because guess what? You got to go in that cell and do a search. You might be in that cell doing a cell extraction. You don't want to go in there in a nasty old cell. Let's keep a clean building. Let's make sure the inmates are clean. Everything's clean. Make sure everything's smooth. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, contact me, leave a comment below. If you like the information I'm giving you, like it, share it, comment. Let me know more about it. More topics you want to talk about, let me know in the comments below. If you got a story you want to share, put the story in the comments. Otherwise, if you got more videos of mine that you want to watch, pick one of these 2 videos here and watch them. Share them. Let your coworkers know about them. Let's build the channel and let's grow and educate everybody what we can do. And thank you once again for watching.